Yes, everyone. Live update.
Podcast Luar Kotak.
Jangan sampai.
Hi, I'm Alysha and this is my TCS video reflection. We did an Advocacy SULAM, which is a podcast on scam awareness and online safety called Podcast Luar Kotak. We have a total of 6 episodes published on Spotify. You can check it out, it is public, and all of it are around scam and online fraud with the speakers who are experts in the field. And we also have a TikTok account which promotes the contents and also sneak peeks of the whole podcast episode. So firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to my TCS lecturer, Madam Masidayu. So thank you so much, Madam, for your help throughout the development and throughout the execution of the project. You helped us and you've given us a lot of advice and also feedback on the logo, the audio quality, and also on the script that we made. And she also helped us in finding a venue or setting up the studio for our podcast recording sessions. So thank you so much, Madam. We really needed that professional touch as this is our first time in podcast production. So firstly, I would like to talk about the challenge that I faced. But personally, for me, I was the leader of my project. So it was quite challenging for me to be consistent to keep up with the group's progress, as I was also busy with other assignments and sometimes I forget. So without my order or without any leads, none of the tasks would be less likely to be initiated, which drives the whole progress of the group. So I learned to be more consistent with internal deadlines, and or else this will cause a lot of last minute work. And I also plan to set a role of a co-leader that can help leaders with reminding deadlines and also the progress of the whole group. So in future projects, I would plan to make a more detailed timeline and to also be more disciplined. And also another challenge for me was to find an appropriate speaker for the podcast, because we really needed someone who is qualified and certified to talk, and we really needed someone who can be entertaining but also knowledgeable at the same time. So what I did, I had this one group called Ladies in Tech Malaysia, where we had plenty of members from female computer science students and also ladies who work in tech in Malaysia. So what I did, I told myself to be brave, to drop a message in the group and to ask whether anyone's interested with the podcast that we're recording. And surprisingly, actually a lot of ladies approached me and suggested their colleagues, and some even offered themselves to be a speaker for the project. And one of our speakers, Mr. Izali, he was actually one of the colleagues of the members in the group. So I'm deeply grateful for that. So I learned to not be shy, to ask for opportunities and to know new people regardless of your position, because actually by being brave, it can open up a lot of other possibilities. And also, another thing that I really want to talk about was my experience to be the host for all of the episodes of the podcast, because I would say that I'm used to public speaking, but I never really tried hosting an episode or a forum. So it was actually quite a challenge for me to be the spokesperson, the main spokesperson with to liaise with the guest speakers in terms of terms, agreement, and also the media ownership, all that. And I also learned to be outgoing and entertaining, but also at the same time respectful, because I had to come up with follow-up questions, like to keep the conversation going, like let's say the speaker is saying something like, oh, stolen money from online fraud will be transferred into a mule account, and I couldn't respond like, no, but I need to come up with something like, I see, but mule account, do you mind to share what does it mean by that? So from this, it encouraged another topic so that speaker can talk about mule accounts. So they are very knowledgeable in their fields, so it's important for us to prompt them as hosts. It's important to prompt them to tell us more, to encourage them to tell the audience more about that. So how this experience shaped me, it helped me to be more flexible in being professional, but also at the same time to still keep the leisure for the purpose of avoiding boring content for the public view. And then another thing that I'm grateful for is my hardworking teammates who still show up during recording sessions. Thank you everyone to help record the episode. They sacrificed their phone storage to record an hour long worth of videos to do the sneak peek, to the marketing. and also for them to brainstorm ideas for TikTok content, for marketing, and also on the script writing. So that's all. Do check out our podcast on Spotify, follow us on TikTok, and I would love for this to be a continuous project as we already have that platform. All you have to do is to continue the episodes and come up with better ideas. Thank you.